What's up, guys? So we made the executive decision that if they extended the lockdown, that we would do daily vlogs, or at least try to do daily vlogs. And you know, we've got a lot of heaps of cars and stuff currently that we're smashing out work on, so it's not as if we're at a loss for content. So of course we're buying another car. I woke up this morning, I was laying in bed, opened my phone, scrolled through Facebook Marketplace as you do, put the price cap to $1,000, and up came pretty much the coolest car that we could possibly buy. I messaged the dude, I said, yeah, I'm gonna come pick it up today, and right now we're on our way to buy the car. Personally, I'm super stoked on the car. I've not even seen it. I don't even know what it's like. It's probably gonna be a bag of trash. It actually is a bag of trash. What do you think about it?
It's unique.
Is it?
Special.
You've owned one.
I have. Yeah.
Yep. But honestly, this is gonna be sick, right? So these kinds of builds are always really popular on YouTube because it's a budget build, okay? I was thinking, can you still build a JDM car these days that's cool, that does all the right things for cheap, or at least an affordable price? And so that's kind of going to be the challenge in this video. So we're headed there right now. We're a couple of minutes away, and we're going to go and see what this car's like. I'm a little bit nervous. Honestly, it's probably going to be terrible, so stay tuned.
Just stand up.
Hell yeah.
I'm sure you guys are very surprised.
It's sick though. Not bad for $1,000. Hell yeah. I'm just joking. Kind of just joking. You'll see.
There's a little hint.
That's a hint.
Is it that one?
Oh, that's a silly car.
Can you see it?
I can't see it.
I can
yeah,
see
can.
it.
We can see it now.
It is the van.
It is it the van? Or is it that Eva right there?
The red one?
Look at
Is that my old car?
absolute piece of shit.
That is unreal.
That is unreal. Oh! Alright, so we're in the car at the moment, and this might be one of the worst purchases that I've ever made in my entire life, but also weirdly one of the best ones. So the thing drives great, which is really interesting. It's just such a nugget. There's no muffler on it whatsoever, which is perfect for what we're about to do to it. But all in all, like, things that can be kind of tidied up here and there, we could tidy up. I'm not really that interested in having this be a perfect car, but we'll talk through it when we get back to the factory. Oh, this thing's so dodgy. Oh, awesome. Alrighty guys, so I have officially peaked in life. Introducing to the channel our 2001 CE Mitsubishi Lancer. So the reason that I bit the bullet and bought this for the channel, other than the fact we are in lockdown and it's frustrating as hell and I needed something to vent my frustrations on, is because when I first moved to Melbourne, I had an EG Civic, pictured right here. That thing was freaking awesome. That had pretty much an identical motor to this. 1.5 litre, single overhead cam, NA, and I put a turbo on it. We had a huge amount of fun doing it. This is back before I vlogged, just for fun. I did it, my friend Daniel here did it with me. It was sick. We really enjoyed that car. And since then I've always wanted to do another one, but do it on the channel. But EG Civics are so expensive now. They've gone up in price heaps, as is everything really, to be honest. And it's just not realistic to be splashing that amount of money for a random build on the channel. But when this thing popped up, $1,000, pretty much identical, manual, 1.5 litre, non-turbo, I jumped at the chance to do it again. I'm just gonna cut it over myself there. This is not a 4G15, this is a 4G93, 1.8 litre single overhead cam motor. So 1.8 litre, 4G93. So Mike, you got that wrong, sort it out. So I've been online, I've ordered a bunch of parts, they're on the way, overnight parts from Japan or China. We're gonna turbo this thing. And basically what we're gonna do is a budget Evo build. Now I know a whole lot of you purists who actually own Evos out there will be butthurt by that. I know it's not gonna be a real Evo, I know it's not four-wheel drive and all that stuff, but essentially it's gonna look like an Evo, it's gonna make all the same sounds as an Evo, and it's gonna be a hell of a lot of fun for a fraction of the price, because let's be honest, there's not many of us out there that can afford Evos these days. So that is pretty much the plan for this build. That includes making this engine bay look a little nicer at the same time as well. Now I'm unsure about AC because it does blow ice cold at the moment. I think it'll be a bit of a shame to remove it, so we'll see if we can do the turbo setup whilst retaining AC. But as you can see, it's got stock headers, right? Pretty much, from what I can see, what we're gonna do is pull them off, chop that flange off, and pretty much weld a T3 flange onto it, because this is exactly how the turbo manifolds are when you buy them. But the best thing about these is, because it's OEM, it's made of nice strong metal that won't crack, right? Instead of, if I bought an aftermarket Chinese one, the thing about the turbo manifold is they crack really easily, right? So we're gonna keep this stock and just weld a T3 flange onto the bottom. We're gonna have the turbo sitting there, front mount intercooler, all that good stuff. I'll do my best to get this on the dyno before we do the turbo, so we can see the numbers before, and then we'll see the numbers afterwards. Obviously we're not gonna make any crazy power out of this, but it's just gonna be a really fun, super budget build. I hope you guys are as absolutely pumped on this as I am. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Obviously I've got to get some body parts as well to make it look a little more Evo. We'll be slamming it out on some coilovers. TSG wheels are going on it. It's going to be a cool wee build. Honestly, some bucket seats as well. I have no idea what we're going to do with the car at the end of the day, although a couple of my friends have already suggested we should take it to the drag strip and run it down there and see what we can do with it, which will be a hell of a lot of fun. So yeah, throw us some comments, some ideas in the comments below, but I'm going to try and video every single day, or as many days as possible, so you guys are going to get a bunch of content coming your way, which is absolutely awesome. Alright, so it's time to do a quick walk around of this thing, and straight away, as you can see, like I said, it's a complete nugget, right? But it's exactly what I was looking for. So we paid $1,000 for this. We drove it here, it's got registration on it. This thing, it drives alright. I mean, it's a little bit scary because the alignment's completely out of whack, and you know, there's a couple of things slightly dodgy here and there about it, but we drove it back for $1,000. You can't complain. So I really don't know where to start with this car, to be honest, but we may as well start up here at the front. Obviously, as you can see, it doesn't have a grille. It's got this super gangster bonnet scoops thing going on. That isn't actually a bonnet scoop, or doesn't do anything because it's just pop riveted on top of the bonnet, along with these fantastic side things going on here. So as you can see already, we've got 10 stars for style, right? So that's sick. We've got these gangster 17-inch chrome wheels. I don't really know. These are, they're so questionable. No center caps, paint's flaking. Yep. Here you can see that the previous owner decided to wrap only the hardest part of the car that you can wrap, and that is the mirrors in carbon fiber, which is super nice. So pretty stoked on that. Adds a couple more style points. We do have some side skirts here that are actually fitted well and look good, so that is a positive. Some nice adhesive stuck to the windows here. We're missing a trim piece on the other side, which is rad. Got a big dent here on the passenger door. Other than that, the body's actually not terrible. Once we kind of give it a detail, we can probably bring a lot of it back to life. But heading around to the back of the car now is my favorite piece of the car, and that is our Evo wing that we have on the car. Someone's actually put a lot of effort into this. It's all paint matched to the car. Look at that, Evo wing. It's all adjustable as well. Like, it's actually like done all right. which is surprising. Other than that, the rest of the car, obviously the taillights used to be tinted. I just tried a little bit here with some acetone, and we're going to be able to clear that off, no worries. The roof has been sprayed black, but really in the interior is where the car starts to come alive. Look at this thing. We've got these silver floor mats, which I must admit when I was 15, I did put these in my car. So, you know, I can't make too much fun of them. Interior wise, it smells freaking super funky. They put an air freshener in here to try and help that out, but air freshener just goes on top of the funky smell, and it just kind of blends together to really create some kind of concoction that goes into your nose and kind of fizzes your brain, which is fun. But the best part, look at this. We've got some switches down here that are kind of jangling around here, but look at this. Boom! We've got LED interior lights, and you best believe that's staying in the car, son. That's right, we're not pulling those out, but we're definitely changing those floor mats. So that's pretty sick. It's got another switch. It's got another switch that does nothing, which is cool. Got to figure that out. It's got like a dial here that like does nothing also, but so we're going to figure out what that does. A head unit that's kind of sitting here. It does work, but doesn't actually put any sound to the speakers. Got some Sony tweeters here, so it might have a kind of a sound system in it, but here we go. Let's pop the bonnet, because this is where all the action starts, guys, for us. This thing actually runs really well. It doesn't make any weird noises. AC is ice cold. Like, all in all, very, very good wee engine, so I'm not actually super mad about it. But this is where the fun begins, ladies and gentlemen. So first things first, let's suss the dipstick out. Yep, that's how much oil was in this car, so it's a really good start. Maybe I shouldn't have limiter bashed this thing so hard on the way home before looking to see whether there was oil in it, but it still runs, so we're good. Well, there you have it, guys. The Lancer is now part of the family. Super stoked on this build. Also, thanks to everyone that tuned into our live M50B30 teardown. It was a good time, so cheers to you guys. That's the reason the Lancer is no longer in the shop, but now outside. Make sure you hit that like button and definitely subscribe if you want to keep up on the budget Evo build. I'm super keen to get into it, so tomorrow I'm going to start tearing stuff apart and see where we're at. But these daily vlogs are new to me, so go easy on me while we kind of figure out the landscape and kind of see where we sit with all of it. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Cheers, guys. Peace.